The history of mankind keeps getting pushed back. There are people all over the world that keep discovering new sites of worship and hunting and burial grounds, all the way from archaeologists and scientists to everyday people. Hold on one second. Okay. What? Dude, my cat is like meowing like crazy. Hang on. I'm gonna go tend to his needs real quick, because that's more important than what I'm doing. Hello, I'm back. So yeah, everyday people and archaeologists, scientists, they keep making discoveries of these random burial grounds and places of worship, and it continues to push our existence further and further back. We thought 10,000 years ago was as far back as we could have possibly existed. That was the start of our species as hunter-gatherers, and then we discover a site that's further back than that hunter-gatherers could not have built, and hunter-gatherers wouldn't have understood the significance of. It's really insane to see these discoveries being made, because it's like we were around a lot longer than we thought, and or we were a lot smarter back then than we give ourselves credit for. So we're going to look at some examples of the world's oldest structures, man-made structures. We're going to start with the very notorious Göbekli Tepe. This was a site thought to be the world's first temple. The site is located in what is now modern-day Turkey, and it predates Stonehenge by 6,000 years. It's believed to have been constructed around 9600 BCE. It's made up of stone pillars, some of which weigh almost 20 tons. And they contain carvings of animals and different, what scientists now believe are predictions, maybe were used to document events that had happened during their time. But it's insane. The details, the artistry predates when we thought humans would have practiced any kind of worship. So it's really insane that it goes that far back, because it was supposedly built during the time of hunter-gatherers. It's really weird that they would have built something like this when they should have just been beating things with sticks and discovering how to cook food. The weight of these pillars is absolutely insane. I mean, again, some of which were 20 tons. We barely have the ability to move structures like that now. That's insanely heavy. So it's really, really cool. Next, we head to Africa, where we have the Great Zimbabwe Plains ruins. They are the ruins of an entire stone city thought to be built around the 11th century BCE. While it's not as old as Göbekli Tepe, it is a pinnacle of the Shona civilization. The Great Enclosure, what it's called, is an 11-meter high wall building made without any kind of mortar or concrete to hold it together, which is absolutely insane. Everything was put together just right to hold itself structurally intact without needing to be literally mortared together. It's absolutely insane that they understood the significance of needing to shape everything perfectly to hold itself together. It's thought that this was a very prosperous and wealthy city because there have been remains of Chinese porcelain and Arabian coins. So there was obviously some sort of trade happening either here or being done elsewhere and brought back here. So it definitely points to a very intelligent civilization living here. This really does prove that it was part of a global network of trade and maybe business long before European colonization. So it's really significant. Next, we are heading underground to the Hal Saflieni Hypogeum in Malta. It's a subterranean complex carved out of limestone, and it is thought to have been constructed around 3300 BCE. It's thought that it was a burial site and possibly a temple. One of its well-known details is what's called the Oracle Room, and it has acoustic properties which resonate very ghostly ambient echoes. So it's really cool to be inside of there. The craftsmanship is very significant because it symbolizes they may have had worships in there, or maybe they practiced music, which again, this was 5,000 years ago. So that is very, very significant and impressive. Next, we have Egypt and the Pyramid of Djoser. So this pyramid actually predates the very well-known pyramids of Giza and laid the foundation for their design. It was part of the transition from mud brick tombs to what we now know as the monumental stone constructions. The Pyramid of Djoser was constructed around 2670 BCE. Unlike the later smooth-sided pyramids, this one was a step-sided pyramid and was designed by the legendary architect Imhotep. We do know that he was a high priest of the sun god Ra. It's also really cool because I know I definitely hear about the pyramids of Giza a lot, and while they're absolutely impressive, it's cool to know that there was actually another structure similar that predated them. So it's in a similar area. So it's kind of a shame that we don't hear about this one a lot, but really cool nonetheless. What this really shows me is that history is full of really cool surprises. I think we need to give our ancient selves a lot more credit than they were either really advanced for their time in history, or maybe our dawn of humanity was even further back and we were much more evolved by this point. So maybe we've been around thousands of years even before this. It's really insane to think about, but I think we've walked this planet for a very long time. And it's cool that in some places around the world, we've left our print. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Leave comments down below of other structures you guys know about. And I think I'll make a part 2, part 3, maybe, I don't know, for more of these insane structures, because human history is really, really fascinating. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.